Yo, yo, we're gonna start soon. We're gonna start soon. How'd you like my new setup? Got a motherfucking green screen. And the idea with the green screen is that I'll be able to start recording some actual videos. Oh, you see all the stuff over there. Cool. We're gonna get started. We're gonna be building some MCPs today. Some great MCPs, because now that I have my green screen, I do need to polish my video editing workflow. So we'll be working on that. I'm still making tea, so we'll still be waiting a little bit, and then we'll start. How's it going, Ray? Do you want to join on the stream? I didn't realize that on X it doesn't post comments when I type in the box. But you're welcome to join the stream if you want. Talk about some video editing stuff. I should have. Oh, I see. Don't you have like a little portable camera? I should have prepared my my tea before, but then I was like busy generating like background images. Have to get like a wider lens, huh? Well, we'll see. My whole setup is still a bit jank, but it's getting better. All right, how was that? All right. Well, my tea should almost be ready, and then we'll launch. And today we'll be building. Well, I gave Scout and Manus this morning the task of building a libgen archive, OpenAlex, Crossref, MCP, just to be able to have to do some like nice scientific paper research. I used O3 to generate a bunch of like MCP tools. Both Scout and Manus created something. I don't know if it works. It looks like some of it works. I hope that I was a little bit not ambitious actually. Scout did a really good job in 5 minutes, but I asked it to do a follow-up task, and I had started destroying its own programs because as clever as these things are, they just like don't fucking know in which directory they're in. So it's wild that this is like every time it happens, it just like self-destructs. So we'll take a look at that. And then took some edibles, so when I start getting incoherent, that's going to be when we end the stream. All right. Man, there's so much jank in my studio. All right, let's go. Let's launch into all of this. I'm just going to go ahead and open up the Manus page, because what we're going to do is I'm really into agent. I built like my first usable agents for work as well. I built like my Go agent framework, and I'm really having a lot of fun. I should of course have done this like an infinity ago, but then there's so much stuff they should have done an infinity ago. So let me just close all this jank. All right, here we go. I also have AMCode, which I've been using quite a bit, which is pretty sweet as well. Why is this so? I'll have to like see how this whole microphone setup works. All right, so what I had Manus do this morning, it wasted $25 on this, so it better work, is if we look at what I did on Manus, I said write a Golang program to search archive through its API, maybe Crossref and libgen scientific papers, basically freely accessible APIs, run it on a few test queries. So that is always kind of important to select run it, because that allows me to see that it's able to compile stuff, because it often like doesn't like compiling even. And then I can have it iterate until the output is like nice, right? And then if it fails, I can ask it to add debug logging. And then the debug logging will hopefully help it like catch its own errors. I managed to like burn through a whole conversation where then Manus told me like, I can't go on, which is the first time that I had that. And then I can say things like test all the verbs until you get valid results. So this kind of ran like for an hour. See, and then here I was like, print out the HTML and try to fix the selectors. Scout seems way better, but Scout just like fucks itself up every time. But I've got 15 minutes left, and then I'm probably going to cancel my Manus and go to Scout. And I hope there's just going to be like a big competition. I hope that it's going to be a big race for where they all each try to outdo each other. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, and then it does the same in Scout. Scout just seems like way better, but then you can see, I'm going to show you what happened, and I hope that I can still salvage it. So I said, write a Golang program. I should have known better. I have prompts to help it on its way. Write a Golang program to search archive through its API and libgen scientific papers, basically freely accessible. So did boom, 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 and then it like Go built it, and then it ran the query, and it like output stuff. And so I hope that this, like it just did it after 5 minutes. Manus took a little bit more time. So I suspect that Scout is Sonnet and that Manus is GPT. And that would kind of make sense. So I mean, we can do some experiments, right? So to show you what happened here is like it finished, right? And then this thing just like works and everything's great, and actually created a zip, which is nice. So we'll see if we can download that zip. And then I said like, yo, this is great, but add OpenAlex and then archive. So it says like, oh yeah. And then also I put in the stuff that I generated with O3, which is like a bunch of specs for MCP tools. So one that I want to have is like just search. One is like resolve DOI, right? Like one is suggest keywords. One is get metrics. One is get citations. One is find full text. And then it started building it, and you can see here, it called itself where it was. And then you'll see as you go down, it's going to build it. And so this still works. And hold on, where was it starting to fuck itself up? So this still works. And all right. And then I was also like, oh, hit libgen PHP and the HTML pages. And you see it doesn't do PWD. And then it like creates a whole file from scratch, and it creates the other one, and it creates the other one, and it creates this one. And it's like, oh, I'm going to recreate OpenAlex, and I'm going to recreate like search. And it's like, oh, look, but there's nothing in command. I'm in the wrong directory. It's like, what is going on? And it's just like, it's just fucking weird, because like, where did it create these files, right? And then it started like copying its stuff from like temp, and it was able to like not find it. And I don't know, at the end it was like, oh, let me recreate all of this. So I was, we'll see. Like maybe I should just do like continue, right? But then it's like building it, and it wasn't able to find like the get primary download URL, and was doing this like over and over. It deletes some files. So maybe I'm making stuff up that it's like, it seems to have been doing it in the right directory actually. So no, see? So it has a subdirectory, and then it has another one. And this is stuff that kept happening over and over the last time I tried, and it's really fucking annoying. So I think we can add a prompt, right? So maybe we'll run it again. So I'm gonna take this, go into Scout, and then this time I'm gonna ask it to do everything at once, because it's able to do like some pretty long running stuff. And I'm going to do this, add OpenAlex, and then here we're going to take all of this, copy, and then I do have a set of prompts that I can add. So I think it's in my Vibes repo. And in my Vibe repo on the prompts for Scout, I do have Go prompt, and then I don't know exactly what General Scout is. So let's go take a look. What is General Scout? Prompt, Scout, and then General Scout. Keep a detailed append-only changelog of everything you do, including writing up errors you encountered. All right, so that's cool. Then clean up prompt. This is a pretty big mess, but it's really valuable. Write a detailed plan. I don't know what that is. And I had some guidelines for Git as well. So those Go guidelines I think are pretty good. So I'm going to attach the Go guidelines, and I'm going to attach the General Scout as well, which is going to do a changelog. And then the other thing is like before each chunk, make sure you are in the right directory using PWD. So, Ray, do you want me to do fast as fuck, or do you want to make it like max vibes? Well, it was doing this like self-destruction with max vibes as well. I don't think the size of the model really matters. If they think they're in the right directory but they're not, they all like kind of fuck each other up. But I'm gonna do max vibes, right? All right, and then hopefully this gets done in less than 15 minutes. So in the meantime, right, we have our files here, and so we're gonna download all of them. And we also already downloaded, I think. No, we didn't download the Manus ones. And so Manus, I kind of asked the same thing, and I think we'll discover. Like this one worked until the end, and I've never really had Manus kind of self-destruct. So that's always good. And then here it was like, hello, make the zip first. And before it was like trying to fix the libgen stuff. So let's go. I have a vibes repo where I just put my vibe stuff. It's been a while since I vibed. So today we're the 8th. Then I'm going to make oh, you can't see me because I am in front of the window. All right. I never know where to put like the fucking window because it's like it's never a good spot. Like the best spot is probably like smack in the middle because that's where there's never like useful stuff. All right. So make dir, mk dir. We have that, and we're gonna make one repository. We're gonna make one directory for Scout, and we're gonna make one for Manus, and then we're gonna go into Manus, and we're gonna. I don't remember what it was called. So, and so we're going to look at these libgen things. Actually, what I also wanted to do is like write like a Blender MCP that is specialized on... Holy shit, how do I make this work nicely? There we go. A Blender MCP that's, however, specialized on editing videos because I don't want to edit my videos. I want to have like a script for YouTube short. And then I want Blender to kind of cut it for me, have like little zoom ins and like these little cuts, and then all that stuff I just don't want to do. All right, so this one's called 5286 downloads. We're going to do -t because I am not sure if it has like a subdirectory or not. It doesn't. So we're going to make academic search. We're going to go into academic search, and then we're going to unzip it. I'm sure there's a flag to add a prefix, but I don't know it. Cool. And then in the academic search CLI, there's another zip file, which I guess is going to... Yeah, see, this is weird because I downloaded things, but there's only like a set of... Oh, no, they're in the wrong order, right? All right. All very confusing all the time. Like I'm... this is what actually made Manus output like more usable, even though it was less full featured, because even though I could tell in the Scout logs that it worked at some point, I just couldn't salvage enough where it was like hours worth of work to just salvage stuff. So, you know, while in Manus to vibe code, the rest that I was missing was going to be much faster. So, who knows? All right. Where are we at? Now we're going to unzip the Manus thing. So same thing with -t. We're going to see what the archive. What the fuck? No, this is my bike ride. I don't want that. Archive. So this one has home Ubuntu in it. Sure, why not? And then we're going to move home Ubuntu, archive libgen, CLI. We're going to move it here. Remove the home. And then just going to add that to Git. And then we're going to be like, oh, Sparkles, it's present day. Add Manus Scout archive CLI. You notice they're not like MCPs yet, but we'll see. So what shall we start with? We shall open it in Cursor because I'm too lazy to actually figure stuff out on my own, and that's what AI is all about. We're going to open the vibes folder. So, and however, I'm going to open the today's date in vibes 250508. All right, what is Scout doing? It's setting up the Go development environment. Go is not installed on it. Yeah, I attached guidelines on what you need to do, dude. You're not even installing the latest one. Are you just ignoring what I gave you? Because the Go thing's like, go to the website, download the latest version. But no, you decide to go do 122. All right, well, whatever. It's installing all of that. Well, that's cool. Do we want the environment updated? Yes. So let's go first into the Manus thing, right? And so what I'm going to do very easily is like run Manus, because why not? That's how we run these days. It's got to do the wrong thing. So look at the folder and figure it out. This is me experimenting with prompting because, to be honest, I've never really done this. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit, huh? All right. So uses archive, blah, 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 blah. Go build, go, yeah, run it. And look at README. Oops, is this the wrong README? It's libgen manus CLI. I didn't even see that there was a README, but of course there is. So this says archive libgen crossref open Alex. And so I stopped in Manus because it was already like $25 in. And I didn't do these like tools for, man, this thing is like dumb. Go run command, right? Guess you have to do everything yourself these days. Man, this thing is like so fucking dumb. I hate it. Like it listed the files, right? Like it knows exactly what his stuff is, and still it's like not able to do it. So anyway, we're going to move this to the background. And then I'm going to have to do things myself, I guess. So if I do go run it here, go work use dot. All right, we're downloading Go. Great. But actually, this is a really nice feature. Go used to be so user hostile, but now they're making it pretty nice. So the first thing we're going to do is I should have indicated which package this is going to be. I wonder why it's not launching it this way. Because we're on the Go mod. This is a go run dot. Oh yeah, the main.go is right here. All right, I missed it. All right, well, it seems to compile. That's a good start. Almost a good start. I wonder why. So this is Gemini errors that I've seen quite a bit, where it's like failing, but there doesn't seem to be an error here. Go work requires this. I never understand what this means, because I never understand what this means because where is the Go environment thing here set in here? Well, I guess that's how we do it. It's downloading Go again, which is wording me out, but at least it's not npm, huh? Because that does my head in even more. All right, so where were we seeing these like syntax errors? Why is it trying to? Because I suspect it comes from like the scout part of things, but the scout part of things. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. And then see, it still says that it has errors. This always confuses the heck out of me. Because now I switch the environment and it still tells me that it's not available. I hope I'm not going to get stuck on this because that would be horrible. See, it tells me like workspace package requires 1.24. But I did choose this. Man, it's not a good start again. I don't know why every time I'm on stream I kind of like self-destruct my my working environment, but that seems to be how it goes. So hopefully we're gonna get type check. Now it seems to work because I used the one and use a local bin. Anyway, that's the errors that I see, and it really like wears me out because it means that there is right, there's like this in the code, and then some apply model decides to, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. So we still have the PLS, the language server installing all the packages. So I'll take a minute. I don't see other errors like this. It has like an HTML file path in here in the libgen, so we'll have to clean this up, but thankfully this is pretty easy to clean up. And then I have another surprise. I have AMP code in here. And AMP code is a Sourcegraph's coding agent. That's I think I have a couple of invites that has been surprisingly good. So actually I'll turn it on and I'm going to go to the current workspace, start a thread, and actually generate an agent.md. All right, so now I can open a terminal, right? I need to set shortcuts to do that. All right, so manus this, and then we can do go run dot, and now it creates it. Cool. And so we can do go run dot archive dot q all electron dash n5. All right, that seems to work. That's pretty neat. So what else do we have? So what if I put in like a Blackboard system? All right. All right. Can I put quotes in there? I don't even know what that is, right? But it doesn't seem like it. We'll see what that thing is. So after archive, we do have libgen. So libgen I think is broken. Crossref Q is like LLM RLHF. All right, so that works too. This is great. Has all the URLs. And then we have OpenAlex, which query or filter must be provided. Query machine learning applications. So what does it say? It is highly recommended to set a user agent to provide an email for the OpenAlex polite pool. All right, cool. So help mail to. Should I use my email? No, we're going to do that over environment variables. All right, cool. So we do have OpenAlex, and then we have libgen, which I think is not going to work, but we'll see what it does. So libgen query artificial intelligence. So it's getting this query. Look at that. So it actually works. Oh, that's crazy. Or is this just a fluke? Or can we do like penguins, genomics? All right, cool. All right, well, Manus, good job. Good job, Manus. I don't even know if I want to go look at the Scout stuff, to be honest. Because, so I suspect that this one is going to run, but like I didn't think the Manus one would be working. So it's actually also like complaining about not being in a Go mod, which is interesting because there's one in here. So for sure the zip has more than the files that I had after, which is really funny. And then right? Like it had these more, and then yeah, I don't git add dot, and then we're just gonna commit everything. Commit all the things. This is a vibes repo. We kind of don't care. And then yeah, I guess I'm gonna also add these dot 24, 28. Oh fuck. Oh my god. I guess this is what actually chat windows are for, huh? Why is it not copy pasting it? It's like, oh, commit all the unadded files in this repo. All right. Well, I'm pleasantly surprised that the Mana stuff did everything. So what we're going to do now is going to use AMP code to basically implement the tools that I wanted to have. So yeah, so it should actually do git add ... and then no, git add ... Seems like a lot of garbage. Like a lot of garbage that I actually don't want to do. So I always forget unstage everything. Yeah, it's git reset. I'm always like a little bit worried that I'm going to fuck something up. All right, so the Manus stuff is working. That's great. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just open the Manus directory itself. Open folder, and we're going to go in here and we're going to go straight to this folder. And we have the agent. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go into AMP, and actually I'm going to do my standard thing here, which is I'm going to create a folder called ttemp250508, and I'm going to put my first document in here. Oh, see, and I ran out of my 15 minutes of free plan. What has it been doing? Look at that. Did I pay for like setting up a Go environment? Jesus fuck. Pardon my swearing, I'm tired. So it did, because from like 9:27 to 9:21, 5 minutes of running LS. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to do this tonight, to be honest. Going to have to think about this fresh, what I want to do here. So I'm going to go back to ChatGPT and I'm going to call up my my spec from earlier of all the tools that I could use for an MCP server. So where is that? LibGen metadata search engine. Yeah. No, this is me just like learning about all of this stuff. So that's not where I did my LLM research tool integration. All right, so this is the one that I wanted. Search works, resolve the UI, suggest keywords, all of that. So I'm going to take this text, I'm going to put it into a new file here, and I'm going to say MCP function tool design.md. And we have some thinking trace, which I'm going to leave in. Why not, right? And then we have all of these things. I'm going to tell AMP code before building an actual MCP, I want Cobra command line verbs for all the functions in 01 using the existing. So there's no package, right? There's no package for all of that. So I'm going to ask it to make a package using the existing functionality in CMD. However, package it nicely to be reusable in PKG stop. Then implement the verbs in 01. using PKG. I don't know if I need to prompt all that much. I've had quite some success today just like prompting very minimally in AMP code and just having it like rip. But I also had it like go completely haywire, but that was really me asking a little bit too much of it, doing like some protobuf port, and it started like doing interesting things, but I myself didn't really know what I was looking for. So I wasn't aware that it was going to try, like it tried really hard to keep like backwards compatibility, but that make it like, I don't even know if that made sense to keep the backwards compatibility. And it just like added a lot of complexity that it was then not really able to resolve. But it's not only is it really fast, but also it just like, I don't know, it just did a great job overall. So we'll see. We have like the Scholarly API with our 6 commands. That's nice. And yeah, this all looks pretty nice. Then let's create the implementation file for each API. So it goes straight into... No, it shouldn't be doing this. This is not what I want. So I'm going to stop and I'm going to say, should I go back? Like, I wish I could insert myself in here like I can in Cursor. So their UI is a little bit rough. What I'm going to do instead, so I'm actually going to start a little bit simpler. I'm going to be like, nicely package the functionality in command. I can't even do that. Into PKG so we can reuse it. That's a good start. I should have done that first, to be honest. Man, I like my background. So fucking cool. I have a few other backgrounds that are pretty lit. I had ChatGPT generate them. Let me see if I can show them. I have this one. But then I asked it to do it like at eye level, so these are all like kind of not super adapted. Then I asked it to do it in like photorealistic. And what else do I have? Yeah, and then that's it so far. I had like a couple more experiments. Oh, damn. Ray, help me. Where's the window? Camera, show camera, switch your window. Source, overlays, recording output, options. Fuck, I closed it. All right, let me see if I can find the green screen window again. All right, there we go. There we go. This is going along nicely, huh? So what we're going to do in the meantime is we're going to use Chat Deep Research. Deep dive into the Blender, to the latest Blender Python API for controlling the movie editor. Detailed book with reference section for developers. Lots of example scripts. I'm just going to do a deep research. Oh, there's like a little thingy here. Oh, GitHub? That's sick. So where's the Blender repo? Connected apps, GitHub. All right. But it's already installed, right? I don't know. Holy shit. So deep research, gonna turn on GitHub, and then not seeing your repos, Blender GitHub. So we're gonna go to Blender, and then is there some Python here? So we're gonna go to maybe to a certain tag. Yeah, we're gonna go to V443, and then we're gonna go look at the tag here, and then Python. Yeah, I think they're all in here, the Python things. So I'm just gonna go here, look at this, and then we're gonna turn on GitHub, Blender. Or is it only gonna find mine? All right, well, let's fork it, huh? I already have Blender. But I think that's just scripts, huh? Yeah. I was deep into Blender like a long time ago. Kind of forgot all of it. It has changed. Like the latest I was is I don't think it was even the three version. All right, but so I guess no tag. Who cares? I don't think the Python API will have changed. All right, here, and then GitHub, Blender. Do I need to install it to my account as well? Where is that setting? It's over there. Settings, connected apps, GitHub. All right, so deep research, GitHub, Blender. Come on, you can do it. There we go, but it's not that. It's Blender clone. Hello. We're gonna leave you searching. What are you doing over here? So, what did this guy do over here? Our little amp code. It created package OpenAlex. It created package OpenAlex. Created libgen, CLI. There's not much explanations around all of this. There's the archive client. Client has a search, returns common search results. So they're all common, the search results. That's pretty nice. OpenAlex client. The OpenAlex client, does it return search common search result as well with the search parameters? Okay. I'm not sure if that's the best thing to have the same parameters for everything. So I'm not sure if that was like the best idea, but we're gonna ask it to research what different parameters were like used. So it creates a new version of it. That's like odd. Let's replace this. Yeah, please. Still not seeing my Blender repo because it's too new. Oh man, that's like a bummer. Right? Because it's like, it's here and it's public, right? Oh, well, whatever. Oh my god, did I just delete everything here? Holy shit. Write a detailed book about the Python API of Blender for movie editing. Very detailed, plus example scripts, plus reference for scripting. This is for experienced developers who are new to Python scripting in Blender and want to do programmatic video editing. And then we had here, look at, gonna give it one more try. And then it's off to the races. Oh, it's caching now. It's caching my broken request. That's great. Sweet. Yeah, why are you not writing straight? I guess it's easier to write in an existing file to not confuse the thing. All right, well, I guess it's trying to build it. We'll let it do its stuff. We're at 5% of 168 tokens. I don't think that's true. It's at 50%. It's at 50,000 tokens, huh? All right, let's build it. Let's run it. Cool. And here we're not seeing the repo, so let's fire it off so that we don't take too long. Now it doesn't let me like send it. That's great. I guess we'll have to click web. All right. Oh, it would only do it on one repo. So no. All right. So it's going to do its research here. I don't think we'll get there today, but we'll do preparation about it. So it's successfully packaged all of this, summarize the changes that it made, and then I'm going to say like run a set of test queries and tell me if we have different functionalities now that each client seems to use the same params and results. And while we're at it, we're gonna just git commit this, right? So see, I did something with my shell is because I spent most of my time, a lot of my credits are just like fucking wasted on being in the wrong directory. So now every time I run something on the shell, it will get its like PWD back. And that way I hope that I can minimize the being in the wrong path. So we'll see. All right, so archive still seems to work. And we can do archive libgen searcher open Alex. That also works. Libgen. Oh, this is Crossref. All right, cool. And then it's going to do libgen, which also works. Sweet. All right, cool. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at status, and then we're going to ignore .history. I guess that's already ignored. It's archive. What is it called? Archive libgen searcher, which is a binary that it seems that the model likes to, or like the agent likes to create. So instead of fighting the model, telling it not to create it, I'm just going to rock with it. So we have the changes and we commit the command. So we're just going to commit all of this and say tractor because we just move code from CMD to PKG. All right, so we have that. Now we can go back to coding, and I'm going where 31% of all tokens, which I think, it's weird. Oh, it is 30%, huh? I'm just gonna create a new thread. And I'm going to be, before implementing 0.1, make a detailed plan on how each of these functions will leverage the many clients we now have, look up things on the web. Can it call the web? I don't know if it can. Store the plan in TTAM 250508. 02, how to implement search tools using archive, libgen, OpenAlex, crossref.md. So the reason I use like super long file names like these is that when the model does find or does ls on the directory, it will immediately know what's in the file. And also just like, it's a very easy way to prompt it to do exactly what it says in the file name. And so I've had really good success with that. Like I don't do like plan.md or spec.md. It's like words are really important for language models. And so might as well put important words everywhere and like minimize words that don't mean anything beyond what I want it to know. So that's why my file names have these like pretty explicit names. Often they're like instructions themselves, but also they're like kind of usually I just take what I want to do and I put how to in front of it and make it a file name. And that creates, you know, right? Like even if the model is not able to do it, I have a nice how to. So we're going to have a look at that. And the implementation of the search works is implementation approach. Use existing search works, expand to have filter parameters, map limit, crossref path to handle the work specifically. Find full text. Uses OpenAlex, unpaywall, and oh, so we don't have unpaywall, so I'm going to ask it to do that, right? And then, I don't know, I'm just going to roll with this. Like, I don't really know what these different APIs do. Is there a way to use archive or crossref in SearchWorks? Try to see if you can. All right. So I think it's 10 cent a request, something like that. 10 cent a tool call, I don't know. Their FAQ says like, we're not going to tell you because we don't want you to worry about how much you spend, which like, okay. All right, anyway, implement the new functionality in its own package and implement command line verbs to test it. Update the README, make a set of nice examples, and then we'll see how far it goes. Like I'm not going to tell it to run it or anything. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And this works like tremendously better than going to Manus. Is just like way faster. But I suspect that Manus is going to catch up like pretty easily, right? I don't know. We'll see how things go, right? So now Scholarly, I don't know why it called it that, but we'll see. And so once I have all these command line verbs, the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to add my own framework on top to replace Cobra. And then once I added my own framework on top, I'm going to wire it up to MCP. So I don't know how AmpCode does with multiple workspaces, so we'll see. Hopefully we won't have to cry too much. Otherwise, I might just like check out work trees into one directory so that I can easily, I don't know if I can do that. I think I had AmpCode on a multi-workspace thing yesterday and it went pretty well. All right, so what is it doing here? So it's creating SearchWorks, which was the first one, right? And so the SearchWorks request doesn't exist. Why doesn't it flag it as an error then? Oh, it's like the same thing again. It's like go work requires. I hate this shit. Like, I really hate it. Because this actually also influences the code writing, huh? So I'm gonna let this one finish and then I'm gonna reload the whole thing. And I need to remember how this works because I keep running into this like every two months. So which Go is this? Use a local bin Go is... I thought that's the one I chose, right? I don't get it. I don't... because they're all in here. Go 1, 24, 3, right? So maybe local bin Go. Wait, where was the Go? Go bin Go. And then which Go? Go version 122.0. So I'm just gonna... I don't know if what I'm doing is just like completely idiotic. I don't know. I'm asking for trouble, huh? Doing this. Actually, I know how I'm going to do it. No, I don't know how I'm going to do it. All right. Whatever. Yeah, can you just relaunch it now? All right, anyway. So it's going to build it. It's going to fail. No, it's not. Okay, well, that's cool. So did a search. All right, and it returns it as JSON. Search works. All right, well, we have enough here. Stop. We're going to do reload window. Hopefully now our Go type checks. Please. Type check. Why did it break? Didn't it work earlier? I don't know. So we're going to go back to AMP code. So now it built the search works, right? But it didn't build the other ones. Let me fix the compile errors. Oh yeah, so I ran the compile errors. New package implementing unified search functionality. And then it built the unified search. So now we're going to build... I think I asked it to only build one of them, huh? So I'm going to ask it to do implement, resolve DOY, suggest keywords, get metrics, and yeah, I'm going to start with that, and then we'll see where we go. This is crazy though, like so much code, just like, I don't know, it's like I willed it into existence, but like I really didn't do much. I just said like, yeah, I want to search all of these things, and then gave it some like high level guidance. Like I legit don't know where we're going to be in 6 months. The way I work has already, like the last month where I just like used a lot of coding agents. It's a very different way of working. And I do, in a way, already working in Cursor is to me is like drudgery, right? Like even with O3 or Gemini, it feels like detailed work that I don't want to do anymore. But also I kind of enjoy going back to manual Cursor. I don't do it very much. And then I've been typing code without even autocomplete lately, and I was like, I don't know how I could do this for like 30 years. It's like flabbergasting to me that you could type code without not only without chat, but like without tab autocomplete. I'm just like, do I really? Like really? It's really funny. If I lost my access to these tools, like I don't know what I would do if I just become a farmer and be like, fuck this. All right, so I mean, this seems all like fairly, for now, simulate a search query. Okay, so a direct get work method in the OpenAlex client. I'm going to ask it to create like a future to-do.md or something like that. So we're at 1,000 lines of code and we're at 40%, 40K, 40 tokens, 20%, 44 tokens. This is all very good. It's creating the command. Yeah, and I'm going to create like, it's still going. So what is our deep research doing here? All right, so we have the deep research. Chapter 1, introduction, sequence editor, blah, blah, blah. Then it allows us to do this, which we'll look at. I think this is going to be for this weekend. All right, importing strips. So that's nice too. I hope it's grounded. But what we're going to do is we're going to put this into Cursor and then we'll give it an MCP to run Python code in Blender. And then we'll just like start verifying that this does actually work, and then we'll start adding more and more examples to the book. And then once we have all the examples for things that we want to build later on, then at this point I will take the Python and turn it into a library to import into Blender, or to like when you initialize the MCP, it just like blasts it over, to have function names that are much more useful than this stuff, right? Like this stuff is like fairly easy for it to hallucinate because it's not something that's well known in the training corpus, and it has like a lot of options that are probably very similar to other kind of APIs that are like this. So I suspect that this will hallucinate quite a bit. I think this might not be hallucinated because it like searched for it, but like I wouldn't bet my hand on it. And however, once we create functions that have like very nice APIs and doc strings and very simple functions, right? Like instead of having a whole thing where you have to like add a layer to this strip and then do this and move this strip with like a new, right? Like this kind of stuff here, where you want to add subtitles to a strip. What we're going to call the function that we're going to build in Python is going to be called like add subtitles with a strip ID. And that way, when we have, I think we're still going to keep the option for the MCP client to write Python code and beam it over, because I think that's just like, it knows Python really well, and that's just going to be like the most flexible thing to ask for it to leverage MCP. But we're going to give it a whole set of APIs that are really nice to use. And then because it will execute Python, I hope that we can have a function that saves snippets so that next time the MCP restarts, those snippets that we deemed useful that have been written by the MCP are actually available again, so that we can actually, while using it, right? Like once I start knowing a little bit more what I want to do in the editor, I will actually have the MCP build itself, if that makes sense. So that's going to be fun. All right, so at least it compiles. The DOI doesn't compile, so that's cool. It's gonna handle it. It's pretty clever. Like, yeah, I don't know what their prompts are, but and they removed bring your own key today, so guess we'll have to wait for leaks or something. Failed to suggest keywords, add a title of param or abstract. So that's always really nice when the error code gives like nice stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure that we're gonna do like so I'm gonna ask O3 reference document for the OpenAlex APIs, because OpenAlex API, is their API page good? I guess it probably is. Maybe I should use it. But it's like Oh, they do. Nice. Well, it's just an index, huh? I'm gonna actually have it do yeah, just use O3, right? All right, what is our dude doing over here? All right, all right, all right. And then we have 5 and 6 to implement, right? Maybe I should commit. Citations, keywords, DOI. Cool. So, folks, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. We are at... Oh, it didn't do much more, huh? 60? Yeah, but this should be way more than 20%. Like, this is lying. We're at like over a third. I'm going to let it go until 100, and then I'm going to stop and start a new one. So, do... What is it? Citations and full text. 1,300 lines of code. Yeah. This is wild. Like, none of this is rocket science, obviously, right? But this would have been like a day, 2 days. Really tedious work, and it probably wouldn't have been as good. And we're just getting started, right? Like, we're gonna do some more. So let me add a workspace, a folder to the workspace. We're gonna add my main framework repo, which will allow us to build something on top of commands. Oh, did that kill it? It did not like this, huh? Oh no, it's still going. Okay, that's cool. So you can have like multiples at the same time. And anyway, we have a whole like command here. Content block delta type mismatch, input JSON type thinking, so it's Sonnet. All right, I think I fucked it up with adding the workspace. So we're going to go back here and then going to try again. No, it says 33%. Oh yeah, I said a little bit above a third. All right. Man, I'm really happy about my background. Looks sick. Maybe I'll move this back to a corner where it's not too intrusive, but it's like cursor is on the left and like amp is on the right. Like freaking annoying. Gonna put myself over here. Who looks over there? All right. Should I make myself a little bit bigger? There we go. It's not like we're reading code anyway, huh? All right. We have citations. We have all of that. I'm not going to start modifying things a little bit too much. Like I know that people on Twitter do it. Anyway, so what did it think about? The user mentioned it looks at the API reference documents. All right, so it did a fair amount of research. And then we have the response envelope, pagination patterns, typical workflows, and curls white space. Yeah, no, but that's response URL versioning. Yeah, but what about the search input queries, huh? Because like, what is this /text endpoint? I'm not sure that O3 is like all that great at writing because I never like its written output. Always kind of like fucks me up. Response envelope. Sure. That's not what I want. Authors, works. Because there was slash text, right? This is what it used. Sources, institutions, topics, keywords, funders. Or was I missing this, like, slash text? OpenAlex, API openalex.text. What is api.openalex.org/text? All right, where we're at, my boy. It's updating the README. Are you going to run examples? Yeah, hopefully you are. Or an hour. I'm going to do 2 hours, I think. I do want to have it run in MCP. Update the system architecture diagram. I don't need that. What is this? Neo4j graph structure? Wait, what? Oh no, it was like my old. Yeah, this is like such a fucking boring. Routing, yeah, whatever. If you want a diagram, you'll have a diagram. It's always doing its like flag conflict. That's fun too. And so in the meantime, talking about OpenAlex /text is the aboutness tagger endpoint in OpenAlex. Feed it free text and it returns the same machine learning labels OpenAlex assigns to published research. Okay, interesting. All right, so that's why I wanted like title and abstract. All right, so now the citations work. And then we're going to do the full text. We're going to say like, find full text is a weird one, huh? Because it's not like doing what it should. Find the best PDF or HTML URL for a scholarly work. It's totally not doing what it should. For full text, do a search and then look up the DOI document either through unpaywall. We're at 42%, so we're going to start a new one. And we're going to start it with like a new thread with summary. I haven't tried compact. I guess I should try it to see what compact is. Summarizing a new thread. Let's see. It's funny though how it's impossible to tell if something's better or not. It's just like it's faster, so I think it's better because it just like probably is going to be able to do much more quickly. So so let me see why I was so confused about the full text part. Hand back the best PDF or URL. Okay, so full text should actually return the best PDF or HTML URL for a work, trying legal sources first and falling back to libgen, implement unpaywall, and rewrite the command to do an actual search. The /text endpoint is just to assign machine learned labels to input text, so not what we want. getting a little bit more verbose here than I usually am. All right, so let's go. What do we have here? So this we had queried, then we do have the API overview. I don't think we have much left to do here. And I don't think I can, can I run some in parallel? I think I can run some in parallel. So use 15 using commands to use the glazed framework for archive.go. The package is github.com golems glazed. I was curious to see what this does. Yeah, so it's doing like the 2 workspace stuff. I'm like kind of really curious. It doesn't seem able to read it, right? Except with cat. So I'm not fully sure what this is going to do, but so I'm curious to see what this will do and if it even creates it like in the right directory. So we'll see how good my documentation is. And in the meantime, we don't have much to do. And this is like the weird thing about agent programming, right? It doesn't feel all that fulfilling. And I still don't really trust them to let them go on their own for all too long, right? It's like we saw that with Manus and Scout. It's just like spent its time doing LS and costing me money. Like, yeah. But at the other time, you know, you can read X and do like watch a movie or something. But like, I found what I really enjoyed today is actually this like dual pane is that I had this work. And then here or in another cursor, I was just like doing standard programming. And so that felt pretty nice to be keeping an eye on both things. So it rebuilt this and then run it, and then we'll see what happens, right? Command new user error. What the heck? $49. New user error. New user error. All right, it's gone now. Archive new. Yeah, it's struggling. It's struggling with. It's struggling with path names, huh? I don't think this was like the greatest idea, because now it's recreating. No, so this is a different file, but I created it in the right directory, so that's good. And I think it's my autosave that fucks it up, which is I have like an automatic Go format run. So I think that's like one of the issues here. All right, so now it's working. You've used up all the, oh shit, that's spending a lot of money because I bought $25 today. But, you know, why not? No, how much do I want? All right, let's burn. Yeah, sure. Shit, $70 today already, but I got a shit ton done, so all right. Come on. So we also had like another one running, huh? Implement glazed. You recommended Oh, I was trying to modify two things at once, so that was maybe a little bit too much good stuff, huh? So we're gonna do test it. So I guess my credits are going now because this still works. All right. Yeah, I'm good. I trust you. I trust you that you're good. So, and then here we're gonna do retry. So yeah, I guess that seemed to work. So we're gonna do, yeah, nice. All right. So now we're gonna commit this, and then also if I do go run dot and I want to say find crossref, and then I think it's like dash go run dot crossref. No, I guess archive was the one, huh? Archive q GPT-4. Yeah, and then I can do output YAML, and I get all of this as YAML, but it's not. Oh no, it's good. Right, so if I do it like this, I have different column. If I do output JSON, what does it look like? Yeah, I do have it as JSONs. All right. So, so this is going to be better full text and first glazed command. And so now I'm going to do all the other commands. Oh, shit. That means I burned quite a bit today as well, huh? $30 per day. Depending on how much we code tonight. All right, yeah, but whatever, right? Like for the value we get out of it. It was like $20 on Manus, so this is starting to cost us about like $40. It's addictive, so it is quite a lot of money at this point. It's not just like a $20 per month sub here and there. But then, like, why would I do this by hand? So we'll see. We'll see what the future for all of this is. What is running, by the way? Is there I don't know. I don't know how to debug that in VS Code as either to like see what's running. So we're using the Glazed framework, and the Glazed framework, what it will allow us to do is it will allow us to hook this up to my MCP server framework, basically, right? Like it's kind of self-describing at this point, and we can use this for the prompt engineering. So that's something we'll have to I don't think I can hook up like glazed commands just yet. So we'll see. Maybe we'll do a couple of MCP commands without hooking those up, and then we'll maybe just see how things go. All right, we have open Alex. So how many are left? How many are left? The thing is, the thing that was good today is that I had two big different code bases to work on, so I could work on one while the amp was working on the other, and that was fairly nice. And here, the feature I want to build tonight just like pulls it all in together, right? Like I don't have like wide enough of a scope, and my brain's not going to be ready to handle Blender and this at the same time. So, and this is fairly fast iteration, right? Like they're not complicated tasks. So we're basically stuck with waiting. If I wasn't on stream, I'd just be like reading X or something. It's picking fights. It's been a long time since I picked fight. This must have been like 15 years or so since I was a little shit. 20 years? 20 years probably. And sometimes I feel the urge. Like, but I guess Uncle Bob is doing it kind of as rage bait, but also like, man, he irritates me so much. He's like the Bill Maher of programming. All right. All right. But so the cool thing with the green screen is that tomorrow I'll start recording like full on tutorial videos, and that's gonna be pretty sweet, I think. Pretty excited about that, to be honest. And then hopefully, like I'll do shorts, I think at first, but then like a full course I think is pretty close, and I hope that I have interesting stuff to contribute. Because I think my like vibe coding stuff or like my LLM coding stuff is just like a little bit more out there, and so as such like a little bit more interesting. Why can't I? There's settings here. Oh, I can't connect MCP tools. Oh, you can have LLM, this built-in tools, code-based search agent. All right, this is all great. Yeah, it's polished. Like it's been running really smooth. All right, let's try it. Yeah, because I use like the standard flags that I have is like, it's a little bit annoying. Some of them are called filter and sort, which, you know, maybe I should leave free. Right, what? We're like 65K, man. Models have gotten so good. Why is it complaining here? Oh, it's because of another command as well. So instead of go build and then run, just do go run. Because that's wasting me 10 cents every time. All right, cool. Why is this immediately running without asking me? Can I configure that somewhere? Tools, remote tools, local tools, connected, advanced settings. Did I just like change that at some point to accept it to do it every time? Can I change that? At this point, I can't change it like that it runs or not, huh? That's it? It's just like automatically gonna run, go run in every chat. All right. I mean, let's burn money. Who cares? So at this point, it's pretty good to be transposed to like a good, to like a solid, repo, right? All right, stop it. Like OpenAlex will have to be a little bit more careful, I guess, because they're starting to block us. Validation failure. Pair list not fix crossref. All right, fix crossref validation failure. So I can click stop. But I can't like disable the auto run. All right, so try again. So that's crazy. It's like 2,500 lines of code and 2 chats. All right, yeah, whatever. I'll fix that later on, huh? So we're going to go into my vibes folder. Gonna go into the Manus folder actually. And then we're gonna add archive libgen CLI and say sparkles added archive CLI. And I'm gonna do it like in a pretty ugly fashion. I'm going to go into my MCP folder and I'm just gonna move it over without git history, like whatever. So I'm just gonna do this archive libgen CLI, and then I'm just going to move it to code, corporate headquarters, MCP, GoGo MCP. And yeah, I'm going to put it in there. So now it's been deleted and I'm going to commit this fire tractor, moved archive stuff to GoGo MCP. Because then we'll also be able to just like start a new, like a fresh full folder. So we don't want to save this. Now we're in GoGo MCP and we're going to be looking at close all. So we are in GoGo MCP. We have our package kind of stuff. And what I'm going to do is we didn't copy from Manus. Did we copy the ttemp directory? We didn't, huh? Oh, actually, we do have it under archive libgen CLI. We have our ttemp. Yeah, we do. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, and maybe we should use some cursor requests. Let's see what cursor has in stock for us. Let me try Claude 3.7. We're going to commit things. So this is starting to be a more serious repo. So I'm going to start making branches and stuff. So we have the update SQLite server. Echo libgen. Oh, I already started building a libgen, huh? Oh, that's what caused me to to go in a different direction. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add PKG tools examples, and then I'm gonna say I'm gonna start experiments, and this is going to be libgen experiment. Libgen experiment, because I did that at breakfast. I think I had it working actually. Yeah. But I mean, I obviously didn't go very far, and then I just like asked Manus to do it. So that's where this whole thing started. All right, so we can go back to what was our previous branch. It was task update SQLite server, but then git fetch origin. So we can do main git rebase main git push force. We're just going to create a pull request for this branch because it is actually pretty important. Make the SQLite server work nicely. So, oh, it's 189. Oh, it's actually, maybe it is merged in main, huh? Oh yeah, it is merged in main. All right, cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start a task add libgen MCP server. I guess it is clear that it's an MCP. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, because we have all these verbs here. Do I want to keep them? I kind of want to keep them, but this is not the right place to do it. I guess I could here go under command apps, archive, libgen CLI. So what could we call it? Like scholarly? I like scholarly. All right. So we want to merge the archive libgen CLI into our main project. The PKG stuff should go into PKG scholarly, and the commands to command apps scholarly. Update. Yeah, let's see how it goes, huh? I'm going to use 3.7 Sonnet, like let YOLO. So hopefully this will run for a long time as well. Sadly, I can't start doing stuff with AMP code because I do need to have this merged. And I'm curious, it's the first time I merged something in this way, so we'll see how all of this works. It's nice that it's a single directory. That really is a boost because I saw AMP code already going like a little bit astray. So it's reading a lot of info here before starting. So maybe I should have created a plan beforehand. So it is copying it. That's nice because I don't think it actually needs to change anything there. Then it copies those over. I should just compile it, but there's just like one big package here, so that's not going to do much. And yeah, and then it changes this. Oh, I'm looking at the apps. The PKG is a little bit more complex, isn't it? I was wondering, like, what is it doing? Okay, so we will need some cross imports. Yeah, I should have had it build it, all of that. What is it doing? Yeah, resume. I have tons of fast requests to burn because I haven't been using Cursor all that much. It's just weird to say that this is like manual labor. I mean, I guess it's not like right now I'm using it more as like a, I know it would like work as a, I don't know if you can call it an agent run. I guess you can. I guess an agent run is exactly just that anyway, so. So I had a great idea of what I want to do as a talk for the AI World Fair, which is going to be, what do you call it? I'm going to hook up an LLM through ARPANET to the PDP-10. Actually, that's a deep research we could do. What is GitHub here? So hook, connect a new HTTP API to a PDP-10 ITS simulator with ARPANET. I'm going to do this like a deep research. I'm using SimH. SimH on Linux. I want to connect to an LLM. I don't know what that means. Whatever works best. All right. Where are we? So we're complete. How many tokens are we in? 37,000? Sure, we'll start a new chat. Run the scholarly tools to make sure they still work. Well, you've got to read me, huh? Well, it doesn't know where the readme is anymore. So this is going to be fun. I hope that this like returns something pretty decent, because it would be pretty fun to like basically I want to use some old algorithm planning system from the 70s and then hook up some of the planning logic to use an LLM like we do these days, and then hopefully show that these planning frameworks from back then were pretty good. Because from the literature, it all looks like just very interesting ideas that people are rediscovering with agents, or like rediscovering while building agents. So I think it'd be pretty cool. And then I found this, which the wild thing about taking these things, right, like the instructables, so recreating a VT100 at like smaller scale. And so I had ChatGPT do a just like a research on this. Where is it? VT100 terminal build guide tells me to use the Pimoroni Raspberry Pi, and then mechanical keyboard, motor speed. So what it would be good is actually, yeah, source the components. Oh, so it did do the, oh, I did ask that query. So DigiKey. Zero delay USB arcade kit, that I don't need that. And then, all right, so this thing is in the UK, huh? 34 bucks. And then this one is in stock, can ship immediately, 90 bucks. Is that the tariffs? So man, this is such a crazy nonsense. Like, there's no way of knowing if I can order this here or over there. 15 bucks. All right, yeah, I don't need that. All right, 60 bucks. Oh, it was 75, so that wasn't even like the craziest thing. But then shipping from the UK, it's gonna be 90 bucks. And is there something else that we need here? Cable 1 feet flat for tidy routing. Adapter lets cables exit straight back. All right. Yeah, this is amazing, man. This is crazy. I wish I had like good cat skills. Oh, and here's the output. And then what was the Adafruit one? This is not it. It was mentioning the flat cable. All right. Cool. This is still going. And I should have taken a little bit more of a look here. Listed in Go Work file. So no, stop. This is my fault. I should have deleted that. All right. And we're going to rewind. Actually, let me try that by hand, actually. So we're going to go into MCP and then we're going to do go run scholarly. Package archive land. This is going to be fix the import path. Fix the import path. This again is like telling me to say, oh no. Reload. I don't know if I need to reload it to have the Go stuff like restart. I guess Go PLS is what I should have restarted to be github.com go labs go MCP and then PKG scholarly, right? This is going to be fun. So what is it doing? SimH network bridging, time to refine ITS, ARPANET, RTS, explores ARPANET wiki, emulation of PDP, I'm matching out network protocol integration methods, including TCP/IP for potential integration with modern LLMs. This makes me think about the IMP and the PDP shows plans to simulate ARPANET. I'm researching UDP networking, fascinated by his contributions. ITS ChaosNet to IP, piecing together brief history of tools in ChaosNet. I'm setting up a bridge program for virus ChaosNet link implementations. Searching with GW or Gateway might yield more results, blah, blah, blah. So we'll see if it's going to be intelligent enough to come up with a plan, or if I should have O3 this before. Either through proxy or some sort of thing. Interesting. All right, so we're getting more there, right? It's doing search and then client. I guess at this point I can just like update it, huh? All right, I'm just going to do it with a search and replace, as I should have done a long time ago. This is archive libgen CLI PKG. But, oh, so we all have this like holdover that we don't need anymore. So this is going to be github.com go. Oh, no. It's going to be github.com go golems go MCP PKG. And then this is it, huh? All right. Does this compile? No required module provides package. Go MCP package. Aren't we in like go golems go MCP? CD package scholarly. Where is that actually included? Because that package does not exist. No required module in citations.go. Yeah, goodbye. Who needs you? Package common, package crossref, package DOI. All right. Well, I guess we still have to go through them all by hand, huh? Archive gen CLI, and then thankfully we can just plow through them, huh? Did it include it in each of them? That's pretty funny. So what's going on here? Get metrics request. Where do we have that? Going to be in package scholarly. Interesting. All right, and then we have in libgen in the client. Why is this complaining? Could not import strings. All right, so this is scholarly common, huh? Man, the tab complete is just so much fun. It's like ingrained in my brain now. I kind of like know the timing and stuff. It's pretty funny. Come on. I guess I saw that it has the tab. Yeah. You good? Is that all? All right, cool. Git stat, git add command pkg. Sparkles added, archive, libgen, scholarly stuff. All right. And now we're going to run, should we go and build the MCP tool with AMP? I think I'm going to build it with AMP. MD. Is there like a tool registry mentioned in here? Registry. There's not. So we're going to have to write a guide. And for this, I'm actually going to use 3.7 Sonnet. Write a guide, doc topics. Where is it? PKG doc topics? Yeah. Shell commands. Topics. 0sit. Building a Go SQL. No, building a Go MCP tool. .md similar to that explains how to build a MCP tool like SQLite. Look up all the necessary APIs and concepts and make a nice developer guide with full paragraphs and bullet points and examples. Cool, let's go. And then once we have this guide, I'm going to use the guide to just like yeet the whole thing as an MCP. And I want to try it out before the stream ends because we're getting to 2 hours here. So I hope we'll get there. And then for 2 hours of streaming, because I'm pretty slow on streams, for I guess that's like 2,500 lines of code. Pretty neat. We didn't start from scratch. We started from Manus, which was probably some more on top. But we'll see. Because if I go into this little guy, yeah, this is 4,000 lines of Go. Pretty neat. And then with like the structured data framework that I have, it's like a really nice tool to just use on a command line itself as well. So that's why I kept it, right? It's like go run command apps scholarly, and actually I might just build it output local. Actually, let me do this. No. Go build output local bin scholarly command apps scholarly. And I'm building my little tools like all the time. I just saw that lsof who is really useful because I can just like ask who's running on port 3000. And so I was like, oh, no one's running on port 3000. How about 8080? But then if I start something on 8080, it'll just give me all that info, and then I can ask it to kill it. Like the stuff you can vibe code these days is just like crazy. This took like one prompt. Do you want to kill the process? Yes. Do you want to kill Termit? Yes. Oh, see, that didn't work. So there's a bug. That's why it didn't work the other day. All right, well, good to know. Good to know. Should I fix it now? Yeah, because otherwise I'll forget. Otherwise I'll forget. Where did I build this thing? All right, we're off for 3 hours, guys. Where did I build it? Probably in labs. I mean, did I build it? It's the next question. No, don't open all my source at once, because that will make everything a little bit too slow. I think it's in here. No? Come on. LSOF who? Who? Oh yeah, there it is. And I think that's like a single file, huh? I think the kill command doesn't work. Print out some info about which PID you are killing with which signal. Maybe I should have used Gemini. We'll see. I think Sonnet's gonna go ape shit. It's gonna go ape mode here. Haha. Oh, it was a to-do. All right, well, good to know. All right, well, that's actually exactly what I wanted, Sonnet. So go run command apps lsof who port 8080. There's no process listening. And then if we start one, tells me that you want to kill it. Yes, with 6 term and perfect. All right, cool. So lsof who. Oh, see, this is stuff that I downloaded from libgen this morning. So it was working. So git CI ambulance implement kill functionality for lsof who, and then go build O. But this was lsof who. Cool. All right. That way I'll remember it. Okay, so building a Go MCP tool. Let me see if this actually makes sense. Can be invoked by AI models. What is an MCP tool? Name, description, input, schema, handler, function, result. Client server tool provider tool. Create a basic tool. Register hello. Register the tool. You need to register the tool with the thing here. Tool registration. Registry methods. To a through provider. Input validation and JSON schema. Schema types. Returning results. Advanced tool development, stateful tools is going to have a session ID. Yes, that's all very nice, man. I love it. Real world examples, file system tool, API integration tool, error handling, resource cleanup, logging. That's cool too. Debugging tips. I am, however, going to remove. I don't think those are very useful. All right, accept file, and then we're gonna go implement a scholarly tool that exposes the functions for each command in scholarly command. See, I don't understand how to link directories from Cursor. It drives me wild. Do I need a slash at the end? Do I not need a slash at the end? I don't know. And just for fun and giggles, I'm going to use Sonnet Max. Yeah, why not? I should have used AMPCode, actually. We'll see. We'll see how where this goes with Sonnet. We can always rewind. With AMPCode, we can't rewind, so you have to be a little bit more careful there. To do your stuff with Git. I've gotten a bit lazy because of the restore checkpoint. I kind of like stop doing as many Git commits. Yeah, so time for AMP code, huh? So AMP code plus here, create an agent. And then we're also going to commit our Go guidelines in here. Code guidelines, Go guidelines. And there we go. Now we have our agent. No, it's like reading shit. I should have deleted that, huh? Should I leave it somewhere? No, I can just delete it, huh? Because it's still in Git somewhere. All right. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Sure, if you need that to write some good Go, then sure, go ahead. So we're at 13% of tokens. So we're just going to start a new one. And then we're going to implement a scholarly tool that implements for each command in scholarly command. And then I'm going to say C06 building a Go MCP tool on how to do it. A scholarly MCP tool. And we also had 0201 MCP protocol. Oh, did I just archive ttemp this to ttemp? And then it's called How to Implement Search Tools MCP Function Tool Design. MCP Function Tool Design. Yeah, this is good. That exposes on how to do it. C01 MCP Function Tool Design to how we designed these tools. And let's go. Let's see what happens, and hopefully this works, and then we'll be able to try it out. In cursor. And kind of like this combo. Like if I was now like starting to debug and do stuff, I would have AMP code do stuff on the side. I mean, I really started using it yesterday, and I actually already wonder how much this has already cost me. But and then working here while this is doing other stuff in like another part of the code base was pretty interesting. So I had it work on the front end while I was working on the back end, that kind of stuff. And it was pretty fun because like just looking at something like this while it's doing nothing, that like drives me wild. It's just like, and then switching my attention is also not something that I like doing. So this was kind of nice. All right. That's what I meant. It's like fucking boring. And then this guy's stuck as well. Is like everybody going to sleep? Is that what's going on? I really do want to try out this MCP though. It's the second time that ChatGPT hangs on me tonight. All right, so we have ARPANET emulation requirements with IMP device, SIM NCP to this gateway, protocol translator, ChaosNet, ChaosNet bridge or router on host, practical on local host using PyDP10, can map chaos context to modern services, contact name HTTP. That's interesting. Bypass historical network, connect via direct TCP telnet serial link. I could actually do it over serial link, huh? SimH with a tap or serial line, host side proxy listening on a socket. Straightforward and modern. Direct TCP bridge. All right, so there's the ChaosNet, there's the ARPANET emulation, there's the ChaosNet packets to a UDP port, chaos over UDP. Okay. Then direct TCP IP bridge. There's a TCP IP stack. All right. So it is able to do TCP, and then we can probably just like do a simple telnet connection because yeah, this looks interesting as well as a fallback. So I'll have to work with that, and then the follow-up query is like going to be a read from serial line or ChaosNet or TCP IP from MacLisp running on ITS emulator. All right, so what is it doing here? It's starting to write the MCP command. No. No, that's not what I want. So it has... No. This is what I want here. And then I don't need the server, like I misunderstood that. I kind of want to rewind all the way here and remove this mcp.go. I just want to register the tools in PKG Scholarly to register the tools like SQLite.go and add an option for internal tools to the MCP server command. So we'll see. I should have paid more attention. That's the other thing with like agentic stuff is like, well, if it goes haywire, you want to catch it early. So I'm not fully sure what like a good UI for that would be, because you don't want to stop every 2 seconds, right? But you also don't want to like leave it too long. So maybe it's more like if every minute, or certain thresholds are reached, then like ask the user what's going on. I don't know. Well, I've been starting to build more agents at work, so I'll start experimenting with like UX patterns and stuff like that. All right, the edibles are kicking in, so attach a line, MacList example, connected to TTY, reading from ChaosNet forward, in system config, enable chaos driver, the chaos UUOS, list functions and load sys and chaos, load them first, and then you can open a channel, open a byte. This looks dope. Reading from TCP IP, MacLisp using the TCP. Oh, this is dope too, huh? So KLH10 is, however, not what we have on the PyDP10, right? Does KLH10 run on the PyDP10 with hardware front panel? Yeah, does this have sources, by the way? is gonna be sick. Having an LLM connected to like 70s software. That's gonna be pretty fun. All right, what are you doing, bro? Hold on. I guess the fire alarm is going off, so we're gonna call it a night, huh?